Did a video on this guy recently, James Tallerico. He's a Texas representative who is fighting religious extremism and like attempted religious takeover in Texas. Listen to this.
Project 2025 is rooted in Christian nationalism. We all know that Donald Trump is not religious. I doubt he's ever opened a Bible. But Trump is surrounded by religious extremists. As long as they give him power, he'll give them their policies, just like he did when he overturned Roe v. Wade. The man who is rumored to be chief of staff in a second Trump administration is a self-proclaimed Christian nationalist. In Project 2025, they're already planning to ban abortion nationwide.
This is older. Of course, they did it. They did it. Well, I guess they didn't ban abortion nationwide because it's not technically banned nationwide. You can still get one in some states, but it's definitely, but Roe v. Wade was removed. I don't usually talk about politics on this channel, but sometimes religion and politics intersect heavily, and I feel that this is one of those things that's worth talking about.
By the way, guys, check out my new shop, owenmorgan.com/shop. I have a bunch of really cool designs on there.
Ban IVF, ban contraception. They're even talking about banning what they call recreational sex. In my view, this is the Christian Taliban. They are
absolutely
perverting my Christian faith and subverting our American democracy. For those in blue states, Project 2025 is theoretical. But for those of us living in red states, Project 2025 is already here. I know what's coming because I see it every day at the Texas Capitol. Banning books, banning abortion, forcing every teacher to display the 10 Commandments, replacing school counselors with untrained, unsupervised religious chaplains.
That one is the biggest one at this immediate moment, the chaplain bills. That's gaining some steam. They're actually succeeding with that one.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. You didn't know. They're getting chaplains into schools to act as school counselors. And there are, in many cases, no like requirements or expectations or anything for these school counselors or for these chaplains. Like, you don't have to have any qualifications whatsoever. You don't have to have any kind of degree or anything. You can literally just be a guy that applies, and you're suddenly a school counselor giving religious advice to kids. And I say, I have no problem with people giving religious advice to kids. Well, I do, but I can't stop that, and I don't intend to try. But you should be doing that at a church, not at a school, right? School is where you learn factual information, and church is where you learn fictitious information.
I feel bad for kids who aren't like me or who don't have friends like me, because I've dealt with people like basically preaching to me, and I just yell at them. I don't care if I get expelled or anything like that. Like, you shouldn't be preaching to me. And my friends will come and they'll tell me if they have an issue, if they're too scared to talk about it, and I will go yell at the teacher for them. Like, that just bothers me.
Unfortunately, people get really bent out of shape when they're not allowed to impose their religious beliefs on other people unabated. So
kids have anxiety when it comes to authority figures. Like, even I get really anxious about doing stuff sometimes. So putting a chaplain in an authority position in front of children is like
messed up.
It's gonna end really badly.
Yep, I know.
Defunding public schools to subsidize private Christian schools, teaching Bible stories in our state curriculum as historical fact. We are sleepwalking toward theocracy in this country, and we must all act with the urgency that this moment demands.
Like he said, this is the Christian Taliban, in all seriousness. Like, I don't want people to underestimate that statement. There's a guy named Doug Wilson who is very influential, knows Pete Hegseth and a bunch of other very high up influential people, has spoken at Hegseth's church and stuff, and literally wants the world described in The Handmaid's Tale. Literally wants that world. I mean, maybe not the women who are like forced to like give birth to somebody else's child or whatever, but everything else in that world he wants, like all of it. We need to fight against this with everything we've got. Check this one out. This is another one from the dude.
Donald Trump promises to destroy his enemies, but Jesus calls us to love our enemies. We're all struggling with that right now. A lot of us are starting to see some of our neighbors as enemies. Some of us are worried about seeing certain family members at Thanksgiving. Love doesn't mean papering over our disagreements or selling out our values or tolerating abuse. True love doesn't ignore conflict. True love heals conflict. The people at the top, the Elon Musks, the Rupert Murdochs, the Donald Trumps of the world, spend so much energy, so much time keeping us angry and divided because
And freaked out.
our unity is a threat to their power. It's the oldest strategy in the world, divide and conquer. And it's why love has always been a threat to the powers that be. Loving our neighbors allows us to listen to each other, learn from each other, and ultimately come together to take power back for ourselves and our communities. This is easier said than done, but it's the only way out. Don't give up on our neighbors. That's the work of democracy. That's the work of peace.
I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I think I've given up on some of them, and I don't think that, let me rephrase. They have given up on being normal human beings. They've given up on me. And until they pull it together and act like normal human beings again, I'm done. I'm done dealing with them. I'm done with it.
He's not running for president.
You don't think?
Someone in chat asked. I don't think so.
Well, he's making some waves right now. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I think it's a little bit too early to tell.
Yeah, in this immediate moment, he hasn't said any plans of running for president. I wouldn't be mad if he did, because he knows how to keep his religion out of stuff.
Bro, I would vote for him.
Yeah.
For real. I would vote for this dude. I don't care if you're Christian.
I don't
if you
think he would run as Republican. I doubt he would.
Absolutely not. No chance. Not this guy. Everybody, okay. My wife has communicated with his office at her job. And he is one of the Democrats. He's on the left in the Texas state legislature. So he would definitely be running on the left in like a presidential race. But yeah, tell me what you think about it in the comments. That's on point.
Someone said they're hesitant to vote for a pastor because he could change face. That's true, but I don't think he would.
You got to look at their track record, right?
Yeah,
if
like,
their track record's good, I'm down.
Yeah, he has a long record of like not bringing religion into everything.
Yeah.
He is very adamant about hating Trump, so that's good.